Hey y'all, it's Nolan, and today we are doing a review of two budget music equipment pieces that I got for, well, music. First up, we have the Behringer U-phoria UMC22 audio interface. It's a bit of a mouthful. So this is just a regular USB interface for recording. So let's check it out and see how the box is. Along with all your documentation and packaging, what you get is the actual interface itself and a standard USB cable to plug it in. It doesn't require any external power or anything. It's all USB run, and it's pretty nice. It's exactly what I expected. Has two inputs, a left and a right channel, or two separate inputs. The first one is dual XLR and 1/4 inch, and the second one is just 1/4 inch. Individual gain knobs for both, signal LED and an LED to warn you if you're clipping. Monitor, output knob, direct monitor. You have a headphone jack, and on the back, you have two output jacks for standard studio monitors, the USB jack, and of course your 48 volt on and off switch for phantom power to run your microphone. This interface has Midas preamps, which I think are okay, though I have heard some people in the more tech-savvy, really hardcore recording community consider Midas not the best preamp that you can get, but I think they're good enough. So we'll test this in a little bit, but let's talk about the other thing I got. So the other thing I got is this Neewer AC18V condenser microphone. I actually heard about this mic from a video Andrew Huang did where he compared this microphone to a couple other high-end ones. What's cool about this is that this microphone costs less than $20 US, and it is a legitimate condenser microphone. So talking about on a budget, this is about as budget as you can possibly get. So let's see what comes in the box with this one. Now in the box, of course, you get the microphone itself. It comes in 3 colors. I got the most gaudy looking one, and I actually think it looks even better in person than it does on the pictures for the listing on Amazon. First impressions, it is very light. It does feel a little flimsy. The grill is plastic. It's not real metal. So I don't think this would stand up to any hardcore bumping. So if you're doing film, audio, or anything where you could possibly drop it, be aware you'd probably do some good damage to this thing. It also comes with a standard foam pop filter. Cool thing is the pop filter actually fits over the entire microphone, which is not something I've seen. I've bought microphones that were more expensive that the pop filter that came with it wasn't correctly sized. So little detail, but those things can add up. Comes with a very nice shock mount. Just regular squeeze and hold in, and it is very, very tight. This shock mount with this microphone is very good. That thing is not going anywhere anytime soon. Again, it's a small detail, but that really matters, especially over time. And the shock mount comes with a little screw-in adapter if you have one of those desk microphone stands that has a smaller screw. This works great, so this works for music and for podcasting, I assume. The only real complaint about what comes with the microphone is the cable that comes with it, because the listing on Amazon did not warn me about this. The microphone is a standard XLR mic, like you'd expect, but the cable that comes with it terminates at this 1/8" jack, which, I'll be honest, I have no idea who is using this kind of setup. I'm probably never going to use this cable. I had to go out and buy an actual XLR cable to record. But then again, with the mic being $20, that means I was able to get the microphone and an XLR cable and a mic stand, all for less than half the price of what something like an SM58 would cost. So still very much in the budget range. So let's test these two things out together with a little song and see how it turns out.
Diamond-shaped in bridges is the vision of the queen. Down by the bottle openers is nothing but a dream. All around me, no happiness, no sorrow, and no fears. But I'm slightly disappointed in what I've wanted all these years. And I'll say, ain't nothing wrong with me today. I'll say, ain't nothing
right, so that was that. So as far as the UMC22 goes, I am very happy with it. It's bare bones, it's pretty minimalistic, but it is exactly what you need. It was plug and play, no problem. I didn't have to install any software, didn't have to worry about going and finding firmware or anything for it. It plugged in, immediately worked with Reaper, no issues at all. So that's really nice and convenient. The only downsides I could see is the limit of the inputs, because it only has the one XLR port. So if you wanted to do like 2 microphones or a 3D microphone setup, you'd be limited there. But besides that, it's pretty good. You know, the other complaint you see when you look at it is about the Midas preamps, but I'll be honest, I feel like if you're needing a really, really nice preamp beyond this, or if you're needing that many more inputs, like if you wanted to record live drums or something, you're probably beyond this price point. This cost me about 6,000 yen on Amazon Japan, which is roughly $50 US. So that's about as cheap as you're going to get for a high quality interface like this, and if you need something better than this, you're probably in a price range beyond $100. So I think this is good. I would give this a solid 4 out of 5. The Neewer microphone, just like how Andrew Wong did in his video, is incredible, especially for the price range. It is a little tinny, it doesn't have the best frequency response, but then again, I've bought microphones for $100 to $150 USB microphones that don't even sound as good as this. And again, it's $20. I don't know where you're gonna find anything that sounds better than this for that price range. All I can think of the next microphones up that would improve the quality noticeably are gonna be microphones that are gonna cost you over $100, so it all depends on your budget. I'm trying to be as cheap as possible, and I think if you're a beginner, or you're trying to be cheap, or you need a microphone that you don't have to worry about if you damage it or not, I'd recommend this even for professionals with a big budget, because it's just so cheap and so good for the price range. I can't see anything wrong with it. So objectively as a microphone, I'd give the Neewer a solid 3 out of 5, but once you add in the fact that it's $20, I'd give it a 5 out of 5. This is very, very good, especially for the price. So yeah, that's my review. The UMC22 gets a 4 out of 5, the Neewer microphone gets a 5 out of 5, and thanks for watching.
Ain't nothing wrong with me. Ain't nothing wrong.